Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of So Far So Good, Flip School's very own podcast series, where we dive into the journeys of Flipkart's greatest and brightest minds and the insights that they've gathered along the way. I am Megha, your host and the lead learning partner with the L&D team at Flipkart. So today's episode is extremely exciting for us as we are nearing the much awaited Big Billion Days at Flipkart. This is the time that all of us eagerly wait for to deliver a billion smiles. And at the core of all of this is customer obsession. And today we have a guest who exemplifies this competency. We are thrilled to welcome today's guest, Suresh John, who is the Vice President for Customer Excellence Leadership. Thank you so much for joining in, Suresh.
Thanks, Megha. I'm thrilled to be a part of this.
So Suresh, you have just joined Flipkart and now you're heading the customer excellence team. Firstly, congratulations on that. But how does that make you feel to be part of such an amazing team?
Well, I'm delighted to be a Flipster. Flipkart is a groundbreaking organization. In all honesty, though, I'm still trying to catch my breath with all the crazy energy flowing around. What I love upfront is how everyone is hustling and bustling to solve for customer problems at scale. There is this very visible can-do attitude that breaks through technology and resource barriers.
That's awesome to hear, Suresh. I'm sure you'll fit right in. And as we know, the business cannot thrive without the commitment to customer obsession. And as a part of an organization that believes in customer first attitude, what are some of the positive affirmations that you would want to trickle down to your team to help them motivated and to keep the flag of customer obsession flying really high?
Listening without judgment is a key ritual that we practice as a team. It's very important to separate our own feelings on a subject when we are listening. We work horizontally across businesses and functions, and it's very important to overcome our frame of reference when we are listening. Embracing the traits of acceptance, empathy, and genuineness are key to ensuring that we are open to learning and challenge what we know at all times. And finally, marrying metrics with customer anecdotes. We have set up listening posts across various customer touchpoints. They include calls, chats, emails, social media postings, and even app store reviews. When the customer insights from these sources are pointing in a different direction from the data, invariably it is the anecdotes that prove correct. If customer anecdotes are differing from the data, we should examine the data. It is not that the data is being misconnected, it is just that we are not measuring the right thing.
Wow, those are some wonderful practices, Suresh. I have one more question for you. So, if a person is just starting out in the customer facing roles, how would you explain customer obsession or customer excellence as a competency to them so that they would understand in a very easy term?
I always ask my team to picture their most loved one as the customer and respond to the situation accordingly. If the customer was your best friend, is this still the best you can do? If the customer was your mother, would you still quote the company policy to deny a legitimate request? What if the customer was your sibling? Would you take it personally if they were agitated or lost their cool? You cannot truly empathize with a customer unless you step into their shoes, and visualization helps make the pain real. The other advice is to separate the customer's issue with their state of mind and respond to the issue at hand. The customer is not agitated at you personally, but is looking for a resolution to the issue which is broken. Customers expect experiences to break at times, and how we handhold these customers at these moments of truth is what converts them into promoters for perpetuity.
Oh, that was a really interesting explanation and very easy to understand also. Thank you for sharing that, Suresh. And before we wind up today's session, we'll just do a quick round of burning questions with you. So, are you ready?
I'm game.
So, Suresh, the burning question for you is what's the most unusual or creative way you've seen a business gather customer feedback?
Oh, that's an interesting question. In my previous stint with ITC, we wanted to test for customer responses before launching a range of staple foods. While we had a ton of market research data available, we wanted to experience customer responses firsthand. So the entire brand team landed at a group hotel, and we all dressed up as waiters. And we actually served customers with the food that was prepared using our ingredients. We could observe customer reactions firsthand in a very unfiltered and non intrusive manner, in a very natural setting. And the insights that we gathered helped us tremendously in fine tuning our product mix prior to launch. Even at Flipkart, I've heard that leaders actually accompany Wishmasters when they go to deliver products during the Big Billion Day sale event. It's a great way to witness customer reactions raw, and it just shows you how in touch Flipkart is with their customer base.
Well, Suresh, that was a really creative story. Thank you so much for sharing that and all the valuable insights that you shared today. I'm sure you will also get to enjoy the entire thing as Wishmaster during the BBD sale. Thank you so much once again. And thank you so much to you for joining in for the episode. We'll see you next time.